Israel has sworn in a new unity government led by Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu and his former rival Benny Gantz. It ends the longest political crisis in the state's history. Lawmakers in the Knesset formally approved the three-year coalition government. Mr. Netanyahu vowed to push on with controversial plans to annex large parts of the occupied West Bank. The Afghan President Ashraf Ghani and his rival Abdullah Abdullah have signed a power-sharing deal ending months of political uncertainty. The deal sees Mr. Ghani remaining as president, whilst both men will choose an equal number of ministers. Mr. Abdullah will lead peace negotiations with the Taliban, should those talks get underway. India has extended its own coronavirus lockdown for another 2 weeks until the 31st of May. However, some restrictions have been eased. Officers can work in staggered business hours, and shops have been allowed to open with a limit on customers. There have been more than 90,000 coronavirus cases and almost 2,900 deaths in India. Footage has emerged of the Prime Minister of Belgium getting the cold shoulder from healthcare workers. Sophie Wilmès visited St. Peter Hospital in Brussels on Saturday, but some staff used the occasion to express their opinion about the government's handling of the coronavirus outbreak, turning their backs on her ministerial car as she arrived. The mayor of Brazil's largest city, Sao Paulo, says that the health system is close to collapse as demand grows for emergency hospital beds to deal with coronavirus cases. Bruno Covas said that the city's public hospitals had reached 90% of capacity. Brazil now has the fourth largest number of confirmed cases in the world. There have been 15,662 deaths and 233,142 confirmed cases. More than 89,000 people have recovered. Despite the alarming numbers, President Jair Bolsonaro has attacked lockdown measures as a tyranny that would fuel hunger and misery. And we'll bring you now live pictures of anti-lockdown protests in Sao Paulo, one of the biggest cities in the Western Hemisphere. And you can see clearly people there dressed up with the Brazil flag, waving flags, unwilling themselves to social distance. They believe that any lockdown measures imposed by their local authorities should end. This has been the first weekend of eased lockdown restrictions in England, and staff at the Lake District National Park in Cumbria say they found some people trying to camp overnight and others returning to their second homes, neither of which is allowed. But people in England are now permitted to drive out and take their daily exercise.